Dr. Fremarek is here from Kansas City University, and she let us know right away what her candy of choice is for movies.
It's got to be Bunch of Crunch.
Bunch of Crunch is your choice.
Bunch of Crunch, absolutely.
Raisinets for Nick Vassos, Bunch of Crunch for Dr. Fremarek. I don't know, maybe I'm peanut M&Ms.
Ooh, good choice.
For a movie.
Yeah. Good choice.
So, all right, and as we are talking about candy, probably the opposite of what we should be talking about, which is people are looking to extend their health span, focusing not just on how long we live, but how well we live.
Yeah, in contrast to lifespan, right? So Professor of Primary Care, Dr. Nicole Fremarek, is back with us again with some ideas about improving your long-term quality of life. Not the lifespan, but the health span, right?
Absolutely. So you took the words out of my mouth. I always like to think of lifespan as the quantity of time you have.
Yeah.
It's the amount of years. The quality of time that you have is your health span. So the years you live not burdened by disease or difficulties functioning or getting through your day-to-day life. And so we're seeing trends of that changing, that gap is getting bigger, of we're living longer, but we're being burdened for more time and more years of those lives. And so we're certainly, that's something in medicine we are, I think going to continue to see evolution and growth in.
Yeah, and I think that sounds really depressing for a lot of us. Like, I don't want to be 100 and miserable.
Absolutely.
So I want to be 100 and active and enjoying life. So what are some aspects of our health that we typically allow to decline as we age?
So various things from activity to what we're eating and taking in on a day-to-day basis. So really we can think of how can we prevent some of those things or slow that down, right? So you might think going from shopping in the grocery stores, and of course socioeconomic status comes into play, food resources come into play, but thinking about, can we shop the outside of a grocery store when we have the means to do so, or can we get up and move? How active can we be? Can we be social and connect with people to help slow that, but doing it in a healthy way by not smoking or consuming as much alcohol, or, the occasional popcorn bucket and Bunch of Crunch is okay. But that's in my household a staple.
Sure.
But, it's an occasional thing.
Right.
So when do you think we ought to start taking these steps?
So a big misconception that we hear a lot is actually that it is inevitable, you're kind of stuck with what you do, or there's a certain time you have to do it. Any time you start to do this activity and try to improve your health span is going to be helpful to your health overall. So the sooner you can start doing it, the better, but I like to think of it in small chunks, because if we try to make one big change all at once, it's not going to be easily attainable.
That's a lot of pressure on yourself to do something like that.
Absolutely. I tell patients all the time, for example, let's say you're a soda drinker, and you drink 3 or 4 sodas a day. If I just tell you, just stop doing that, you're going to get headaches, you're going to feel discombobulated, right? Maybe you like the taste. So we change one at a time. One small thing at a time can be really helpful.
Yep.
And with children who have aging parents, and sometimes that's hard to get them to make changes in their life the older that they get, what can children of aging parents do to maybe influence their parents to take these small steps? Or what are some steps that you would encourage us to suggest?
I love going from, I was mentioning I did my undergrad degree in interdisciplinary health sciences, and so I kind of have always had this underlying thinking, and then going into osteopathic medicine, that mind-body-spirit component. So if you can encourage the people around you, as with working with aging parents, to have things that work on the mind, whether it's little brain games or good connection, working on the body by having different types of activity, balance, flexibility, and then also working on the spirit. So again, part of that kind of connection, it's really going to be able to pull all the different pieces of that health span together, not just the physical amount of time.
Nice.
Yeah, and if you have the or have an inability to shop the outside of a grocery store, start a garden.
Yeah.
Start a garden.
Yeah.
Try to be diverse. I have a colleague that loves to recommend a whole colorful diet. So as much as you can to be as diverse as you can be helpful.
Awesome. Really good things to talk about. I also love to hear about movie candy choices.
I've never
that's
had
part of the.
I've never had Bunch of Crunch.
Have you ever had a Crunch bar?
It's just like they're
like
really
the
good.
chocolate, the Bunch of Crunch are like basically ground up little pieces.
They're better that way than they are as a Crunch bar too.
They-
It tastes
100%,
better.
100%.
I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so park at the back of the parking lot.
There you go.
Yes.
Get your steps in to go into the movie and enjoy a little bit of that mind, body, spirit.
I was going to say,
connection.
that's part of
There
the
you go.
spirit, right?
Yeah.
Improving your mood.
Quality of life.
That's right.
That's it.
Dr. Fremarek, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
That's
Of course.
Awesome. Thank you. Come